Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Newsroom, the best news show that no one has ever heard about. I am the host, Drew, and my other host, the one, the only, the most beautiful, Spencer. Everyone give a hand for Spencer. Wow.
I literally don't know what you're saying right now. I've never been called beautiful. It's handsome. Okay.
You're gorgeous.
My grandma always called me handsome, actually. And I think that for you to call me beautiful, you're appropriating the word from the female gender. Wait, there is no female.
Gender.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying words hoping they stick at this point.
Well, we have a packed show today. So you want to get started, man?
Yeah, dude. So you have the first story, and I don't know much about it. I know some of the people involved, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Run it, man. Yeah, what you got?
This is a groundbreaking story. It's only 2 days old, and from this, we record these on Tuesdays, so this came out on I think Saturday or Sunday. But there is a lawsuit that came out for a bunch of people, specifically Fox Sports stars Skip Bayless, Joy Taylor, as well as a Fox Sports executive. And I mean, there's 5 main points. I mean, we can kind of go over them. So the lawsuit is based off of a hairstylist, or her name is Nushin Faraji, which I'm probably mispronouncing that.
You couldn't have thrown it in Google Translate earlier to get the pronunciation, or?
Honestly, I didn't even realize I was going to be saying the name until I just started talking.
All right. So she's got 5 complaints for these 3 people, or how many people are named in it?
Yeah. Okay. So let's get that started. This is a 42-page lawsuit. These are not the only people that are named. These are just 5 easy points that we can talk about. There's a lot more that I haven't read the whole lawsuit. And let's also start with, let's also mention something else too. With anything like this, especially with knowing what I've come from, I want to be very clear and say these are allegations. And while I do think that a lot of this is true, because it seems like there's a lot of receipts for this and a lot of corroboration from other people.
She kept the receipts.
Yeah. It's still allegations though, so like obviously let's not assume that this is actually what happened.
I'm assuming. I have immediately made my assumptions. So please, okay, so it's like 42 pages, right?
Yes.
And you had said something in the pre-show that I want to address, which is the guy from the herd is named in it.
Yeah, so Colin Cowherd's named in it. Emmanuel Acho, who's a big Christian sports guy, is named in it. Joy Taylor's named in it. A lot of Fox Sports execs. Christian. Like, I'm not questioning his faith, but you're in a sex scandal, man. Come on.
Oh my God! As soon as you enter the sex scandal territory, you're cooked.
It's messed up.
You're absolutely cooked. Okay, so what are some of the complaints, man?
Yeah, so we'll start with the first one. One of the main co-host stars of the show Undisputed is Skip Bayless. He's an older guy. He's been in the sports media world for like thousands of years.
Why does his age matter?
Because he's as old as dust. So the first allegation is that apparently Skip offered Faraji, who was the hairstylist, $1.5 million for sex in response to her saying that she might have cancer.
That's an expensive hookup. You could fly to the Alps in a private jet and it not be that much money.
Bro.
Like, can I put that in perspective?
You could
Hi, Colin, this is Amalfi. You know, like those YouTube videos on Shorts, right? Hi, this is Colin from Amalfi. I know for a fact you could fly from New York to the Alps of Italy and it not be that much money. So he offered money.
You could do that in like first class and have the most expensive food, and it still wouldn't be that much.
Brother, private. You could fly private. You could fly literally private and it not be that much. Oh my gosh.
And bro,
so
he's not paying for like multiple hookups. It's just one. All
right, what's his name? I need to look at his face.
Oh, bro. Okay, here. Actually, don't. I'll pull it up.
Don't
okay?
pull up his face, and then pull up the girl's face. Because it's important to compare and contrast things.
Well, I'm not going to pull up the girl's face.
Okay, don't pull up the girl's face.
But
I would, but you have more restraint than me, obviously.
So
what does this guy look like?
Okay,
I need to know.
He's not ugly.
But he's not pretty either. Tell me.
I mean, we could do better. Here, I'll show you. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
That's him.
Oh my God. It's Simon Cowell, but blonde. Look at all the Botox this guy looks like he's had. He's got the droopy eyes. Oh my gosh, dude.
Ooh. Okay, maybe he's actually kind of...
That's actually... Maybe I shouldn't make fun of him.
Yeah, dude. Irish actor, what did I say?
Does he live in California? Well, he's got $1 million to throw around. He can get out here.
Bro. So, here's the crazy part, okay? Like, obviously, 1.5 million for a certain act is kind of crazy. That lady could buy a house out here, and she didn't take it. Like, props to her. She has more self-restraint than most people do.
Good job on morals. Whoever raised her right.
Yeah.
In a culture where it's like starting OnlyFans, though, like, like in this culture. No, I'm not joking, Drew. I'm serious. Like in the culture of like, just go get money however you can get money.
Yeah.
To not take it, like, honestly, props to her.
I'm going to take a drink for her of my sweet tea.
Take a drink. Dude, that's a lot of respect. Actually, a lot of respect.
And get this. So apparently she claims that Skip Bayless once called her voluptuous.
These old white guys being disgusting, bro.
Honestly,
these
it's
old
bad.
White guys. It's always an old white guy.
This is some Catholic priest type of stuff, man.
This is a Catholic priest thing. Hey, be cautious, man. The Catholics, they've got the Ark of the Covenant under that Pope.
Honestly, yeah, you're right. I mean,
it's in the catacombs.
The Pope can do a lot of things.
Pope can pay $1 million.
Oh, bro. Oh, this is... I didn't even read this part until just now. This is bad. So...
It gets worse? I'm sorry. What?
Yeah, okay. So, approximately 1 week later, according to the lawsuit, Mr. Bayless made another advance at Miss Faraji. Miss Faraji responds, "Skip, stop. You have a wife." Mr. Bayless responds, "Aren't you Muslim? Doesn't your dad have 3 to 4 wives?" Miss Faraji responds that her father is dead. I don't mean to laugh, but it's just so bad. Like, you can't write...
You can't. My father's dead. My name's Antonio. You killed my father. Prepare to die. Yo, that's so messed up, bro.
It's so bad.
My father's dead. How do you recover from that? How does anybody recover from that?
You ready for this? This is even better.
It gets worse?
He got fired this year, so obviously he didn't recover.
Dude, I can't.
So that's part 1.
That's the first part. That wasn't 2 parts. That's just 1.
There's 5 parts. So part 2 and part 2, 3, and 4 kind of are related to the same person. So part 2 involves a co-star named Joy Taylor. So Joy Taylor was she is currently a host on one of the Fox Sports shows called Speak. And originally she was a moderator for Undisputed with Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp. Well, she was named moderator because there's allegations that she was sleeping with one of the higher-ups so that she could get the position. So that's part 2. Part 3 is that Faraji confided in her that Skip Bayless did this, and Joy Taylor said, "Just get over it." And then part 4...
Hold on, wait. Yeah. What? Insult your dead father. Get over it. offers you a cool million. Let's just call it $1 million for sex. Get over it.
Get over it. And that's a woman saying that to another woman.
Can I ask you a question? Is she actually Muslim? Is she like, because like,
that's a good question.
Are we just gonna ignore the fact he said, well, because you're Muslim, your father's had multiple wives?
Which is like,
do you understand, sir, that in the United States it is illegal to have multiple wives? It is illegal.
bro,
And the Mormons fought for that right, and they lost, okay? Like, brother, you know? They did. Like, okay, Joseph
Mormons
Smith already fought
right.
that battle, and they lost. He's out.
Bro, the funniest part is, like, I work with Muslims right now.
Mm-hmm.
None of them have multiple wives.
That's what I thought. I'm pretty sure this is just like a racist old white dude.
You saw the photo. He's a racist.
I did see the photo. He's old, he's white, and judging by what he said, he's a little, if not more than a little racist.
So it gets better, though. So obviously after Joy Taylor just tells this person who was approached to have sex to get over it, Joy Taylor gets her own show. So she goes from random person to moderator to moderator for Colin Cowherd, to then she gets her own show. And she gets a show with a guy named Emmanuel Acho.
Colin Cowherd, after moderating his show, you realize it was a well-known fact. The reason why she told this plaintiff to get over it is because it is well known that she slept with the Herd himself to get her own show. It's well known. It's documented, bro.
It's not even just
I remember this back in 2016. It's 2025 now.
But here's the thing. It's not even just that. It's, according to the lawsuit, Shannon Sharp, Colin Cowherd, a bunch of Fox executives, and also the co-host of on her show, Emmanuel Acho. That's how she got the show.
Wait. Hold on. Are you saying she slept with all those people to get her own show?
She pulled a Kamala Harris.
Dude, she slept her way to the top.
She did a Haktua.
All right. Okay, come on now. Let's not do that.
All right. But seriously, though, like,
that's bad. Let's not do that at all.
Here's my thing, man. I like, how in the world does that happen?
How is this life?
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
At one of the biggest sports networks, everyone's just going around and having fun with each other, I guess. One of the comments I saw in a YouTube video was, man, Joy was having a lot of joy. Which is just so bad.
Bro. I can't with this stuff. Like, I'm a pastor, man.
Yo.
It's so bad.
Oh,
it's
and
debauchery. It's crazy.
There's one more.
There's another one?
Yep.
I thought that was 4 and 5.
Nope. That was 4. Number 5 is all from the same lady. There was a Fox Sports producer that was harassing this hairdresser because he was trying to supply all the talent with cocaine.
Pablo entered the building.
Escobar. I like how there's like sex scandal, like abuse, cocaina.
Cocaina. Let me guess. All of the big guys in Fox Sports went downstairs when the cocaine man showed up and said, "Ooh, white powder. Let me try that."
You know what's even crazier though? So
Drew, they literally all said, "Man, I need that flour for cooking. Let me get a bag." You know? I always wondered how the herdster, the man in charge of the herd, was so energetic. I now know. Cocaine.
Cocaina.
And you know what? And here's the thing, Drew. I had him help me with my fantasy league. He failed me. So I'm glad he's getting sued.
So again, now
kidding.
Another thing to re-mention is that obviously these are all allegations, so like it's not proven. So, we don't know if it's all fact.
And everything that's been said is satire, but they're guilty.
But
they're like they're a little, if not a little more than guilty.
It's a little sus. Sus.
I think that she'll have a hard time proving it unless she really does have all those receipts. Because it sounds like a lot of this was in-person conversations, and unless she started recording those conversations...
She has text messages and witnesses.
Bro, what? They're so freaking cooked, dude. Fox Sports is so done. It's game over, dude. She's got witnesses and texts?
I don't know how many. I don't know how many witnesses or texts, but what I heard is that she has witnesses and texts.
For how many of the allegation... For all of them, they're all supported by witnesses and texts?
So some of them, some of the small allegations on like Colin Cowherd, it's not much. It's like very minimal. But like the stuff on Joy Taylor.
After this fantasy year, I hope they were true, but it's okay.
The stuff on Joy Taylor and Skip Bayless is like huge. Like
it's like sinking ships huge.
It's huge, Caroline. Huge.
Have they dropped them both yet?
No, that's the weirdest part.
What?
So
he retired already, right?
Skip was already fired. He was fired.
Okay. For what? Can I ask for what? Sexual harassment, maybe?
Well, that's also something else. No one really knows.
Well,
everyone is thinking that it was... So basically, he had a show with Shannon Sharpe, and they were on each other. They had a co-show for like... I don't know, 8-10 years.
I'm sorry. Back up. They were on each other? I think that's why they were fired.
Not like that.
Okay.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
My mind's not in the gutter. You put it there. And if it is, you put it there. With this freaking story to open the show.
Yeah. So it was like two co-hosts. Interesting show. It was an arguing show. And Shannon Sharpe left like last year.
Okay.
And it just went downhill in quality. But... they could have kept Skip on and made him do a different show, and they didn't. So there's like questions on it. Did they not do that because they knew something that was happening, or was it just purely like, it was time for him to go? We don't know. We don't.
Do I think they didn't know what was happening? I
think
they knew about the Escobar coming in.
Bro, I watched a video of a guy explaining this that used to work there, and honestly, what he said specifically about Joy Taylor, he said, and I quote, "Everything makes so much more sense now."
Doesn't it? Doesn't it? Just a little.
Oh, I feel dirty about this story.
All right, and moving on.
Yeah.
Because we're done with this garbage.
Just insane.
Drew, I want to let you know 18 minutes of this trash. Of this absolute garbage that I hope you edit out. Because that story is awful. That story is god-awful.
We can go to the next one. So you have the next one.
So disgusting. Brett Cooper leaves the Daily Wire. Yeah. Have you seen this story online? I mean, it's been everywhere. This was like 2 weeks ago, I think.
I mean, I saw the reaction. I saw how many subscribers the comment section lost.
Okay. So I can tell you what I remember.
Yeah.
Brett Cooper releases a video basically saying, hey, love you guys, but I'm out. And before this, I don't know if you remember, she had a co-anchor who came on when she was out of town or when she was sick.
Yes.
Before, who had come on. And so like people in the comment sections of those videos when they came out were like, oh my goodness, she's acting just like Brett. She's like a picture copy of Brett. Well, then Brett leaves and you find out, wait a second, supposedly, I have to say supposedly, but I think we know it to be true. She was taking acting classes to be like Brett.
Yeah.
The hand motions, the fast cuts in the videos, all of it. And she was doing this like for the month before, for that first video she debuted in. And so I watched the comment section of the comment section.
Oh, bro.
You remember how it used to be named the comment section with
Brett Cooper?
Brett Cooper. Now it's just the comment section.
Bro.
I hate to tell you this, but to amass so many subscribers and to drop those subscribers so quickly, crazy. Brett Cooper, continue. Sorry, but yeah.
No, I was just gonna say, like, the comment section are flaming the comment section. Like,
that was so crazy, and honestly, I loved it.
like I'm reading them right now.
What do they say?
Oh my god. One comment is person A, Mom, I want Brett Cooper. Mom, we have Brett Cooper at home. This is Brett Cooper at home.
Bro, I don't know if you remember this news story, but I want to bring it up, and there's no proof of this, but I'm going to bring it up anyway. You remember when Louder with Crowder got on the Daily Wire for offering predatory, I have to use air quotes because it's, none of these contracts have been seen.
Yeah.
But you remember how, oh my God, Drew.
What?
Drew, it's so much worse than we thought. Hold on. Dude, they've lost 200,000 subscribers. In the last 30 days, they've lost 270,000 subscribers.
Jeez, man.
Do you see that? The Brett Cooper we have at home. It still says in parentheses, YouTubers.me, Brett Cooper. Like, I think that's funny. But, dude, 270,000 subscribers lost in the last 30 days. 210 lost in the last 90 days. And you can basically see in the 90 days all the views that they've gotten since she took over. A little dent in the last 90 days, dude.
Their views have gone down
the
so much.
This does not look well for the comment section. Let's see.
The comment section's not happy about the comment section.
I'm not happy about the comment section. Bring Brett back.
Triple B. Bring
Brett back. Here's the graphs. You know I love my graphs. Okay, here's the graphs. All right. 4.4. Hold on. Stop count. Stop laughing. Okay. The height of the comment section, 4.5 million subscribers. Since Brett left, the low 4.1, like almost 300,000 people.
400,000 people, man.
Almost, but we're not there yet. And that was the 12th. That was the 27th. So I'm interested to see what this is at. You know what? Drew, keep talking. I have to Google things.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you this little fan theory, and maybe this is for you, Spencer. Did you hear about the fan theory about Brett Cooper leaving and the color shirt that she wore?
Yes, she needs help, and it's because of these contracts. This is why I brought up the Louder with Crowder situation. He called out these contracts for being predatory with all the NDAs and things that they had to agree to, and well, she's not able to comment about why she left. Where's the official statement? The only thing that we got was the video. Brother, can I share this with you?
Yeah, definitely.
So 4.5 million subscribers at the height of Brett Cooper. We are looking at 4,090,000 subscribers left on the channel. And can I just show you Brett's last video? Brett's absolute last video. 627 or 626,000 views as of now. Her video where she announced that and this is the video right before she announces that she's leaving, so I'm not at the video where she's leaving yet. 626K views. The video with the generic Brett Cooper, the Brett Cooper we have at home, 278,000. Then 265. And then Brett announces she's leaving. It's 1.4 million views on that video. And then this is sad. The video after that, 460K views. You can tell people are trying to give this poor girl a chance. She didn't want this, right? The next video, 160K. The video after that, 103. The video after that, 146. The video after that, 134, 29.
And the
129. Her lowest view video was 12 days ago at 58K views for a YouTube channel of 4.09 million subscribers.
And the worst part is this isn't some random person. This was her bridesmaid. Bro.
And maid of honor or bridesmaid?
It might have been maid of honor. But to add to that, when all this happened, Brett Cooper unfollowed her bridesmaid and the Daily Wire when she left on social media. Now, granted, apparently that's a hate crime these days. So who knows? But
all I'm saying is that this Brett Cooper business does not look well for the Daily Wire and all the accusations they faced.
Not at all.
To be honest with you. And if you look up Brett Cooper right now, you can't even find her new YouTube channel. They've buried her.
And you know what's the crappy part?
Found it, $148 million with absolutely no videos.
Jeez.
Correction, 548,001 because I just subscribed.
And
I'm subscribing.
540,002 because I just subscribed.
Like, we don't want generic Brett Cooper. I don't hate this girl, but I liked the content that Brett made. It was very personable. I think it was very engaging personally, because it was not like, and it wasn't smut.
Yeah.
It wasn't just, it didn't feel like always just gossip column-y, which I thought was good.
So can I give my perspective on this?
Yeah, go for it, man.
Okay, I think that one of the things that made this so hard was imagine like a guy on the top of a tree, and instead of just falling down, he doesn't hit one branch or two. He hits literally every branch on his like nuts every time he goes down. Like, that's basically what happened, because it wasn't just any person. It was her bridesmaid. She wasn't trying to just take over a brand new channel. She took acting classes to mimic Brett. And the way...
Supposedly.
Yes.
All this is alleged.
Alleged.
Don't sue us, Daily Wire.
Daily Wire, please help us. Please help me.
We have no subscribers on YouTube. We'll take a predatory contract.
Hey, we have 9 subscribers.
Hey, we will take a predatory contract today.
By the way, side topic, our best YouTube short right now is actually Spencer's take on the Steelers football.
The Steelers freaking suck. They're so bad. I love the Steelers. I love them. I love them. Sorry.
You're good.
This head coach has gotten us in the playoffs. Like, he's done his job. But he hasn't tough win. What in God's name is he doing?
You literally just clipped to the audience. So anyways, back to this. Back to the Brett Cooper.
Sucks so bad. I pray for you in the name of Jesus.
So
sorry,
I think
back to Brett.
You're good.
Back to Brett.
So I think like if they just said, hey, we're ending this channel, and hey, we have this person that's Brett Cooper's friend that is going to start this new channel, it wouldn't be
not
an
a
issue.
Friend anymore, dog.
But because the way that they try to do everything, they think like they can just, because they brought Brett Cooper out of the ether and made her a star, they think they can do the same thing again. You know?
Well, they have. They have for many.
Yeah.
I mean, they have. But they've always been with their own thing. That's the thing that gets me. It's always been their own thing that they've taken, and it's something that they've often already been doing. That's how they got a contract in the first place, right?
Yeah.
Think Candace Owens. She left the Daily Wire, not able to talk about it under NDA. Brett Cooper also.
What?
Sorry, I saw something flicker in my glasses, bro. Freaking dementia. They always took the natural talent of the person and the thing that they were already doing well, often.
Yeah.
They did this often, not every single time, but for the most part. And they just gave them platform and resources.
Yes.
To make it happen quicker.
It is in some ways ideal the way that they handle starting stars, but what they don't do is they don't allow the star to. They don't change contracts. It's either you do it the Daily Wire way or you leave.
Well, that's how every company is.
Yeah, and that's a problem,
Well, that's every company. You go to Fox News, say the newsroom goes to Fox. Probably wouldn't after this scandal.
No. No.
Well, we could sleep our... No, but true, we could sleep our way to the top.
Like
I'm
a
sorry.
good night's sleep.
I shouldn't joke. Yeah, like a lock-in for
like
youth
8
ministry.
hours of rest.
Yeah, I'll take 8 hours, man. I need 8 hours.
8 hours.
Okay, so you go to Fox News, you go to CNN, you go to MSNBC. You're expected to do it their way. But when you leave, they don't strip everything from you.
That's it. Yeah.
That was, and I tell you what, if the Daily Wire wants to do this Ponzi scheme, or it's not a Ponzi scheme, but this switch in the future next time, you got to have Brett's Instagram and Twitter. You got to have and I'm sure they're already working that into the contract. All their social media will be owned by the Daily Wire.
But here's the issue too. What they fail to realize is like in the past, it's so like let's take I'm trying to think of a show like a Fox News anchor. Okay, you might have
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson took over for Bill O'Reilly. Same block hour. I know they're different people, but what they talked about...
But it was a different show.
It was a different show, but it was on the same network, same block hour. And they were able to do that, quote unquote. But now, especially with how the creator space is, it's more personality driven than it ever has been. It's less network driven.
Yeah.
And they misunderstood the ability and the power of a personality like Brett Cooper, who's extremely talented. And they thought that, well, we raised her. If she leaves, like, she doesn't own anything. It's like, you don't understand. She'll gain all her followers immediately when she leaves because they want her, not the comment section.
Sorry, you got me thinking about the Steelers now. 2023, they were in the playoffs as a wild card. At Buffalo Bills, they lost. 2021. Sorry, you started this crap. You started this when you mentioned the Steelers, and I'm finishing it.
I'm sorry.
Because people think that I'm full of crap when I say the Steelers make the playoffs. They make the playoffs just fine. They don't win. They don't win anything. No championships. Where's the freaking championship? 2020, in as the wild card versus the Cleveland Browns. Loss. 48-37. 2017, division, versus Jacksonville Jags. Loss. 2016, they finally won against the Dolphins. Dolphins. Freaking Dolphins. Everybody wins against the Dolphins. They won 30-12. Smacked the Dolphins. Okay. Next, Kansas City Chiefs win in 2016 against KC. 18-16. I remember watching that game. It was phenomenal. Refs were kind of in our pocket on that one. I don't know how it happened, but I don't know how the roles switched, but it did. So, but then they lost to New England 36-17. 2015, they were in the playoffs. I'll scroll down. They were in the playoffs 2015, 2014, 2011, in the playoffs. They're in the playoffs so much. They're in the playoffs. Okay, 2010, in the playoffs. 2008, it has been, Drew Lang, it has been a drought since 2008. Now, for other divisions, for other teams and other cities, that's fine. That is not fine for Pittsburgh. You understand what I'm saying? 2008 was the last championship that the Steelers won. Arizona Cardinals in the championship, in the Super Bowl game, 27-23. By God, they did it. They freaking did it. They won. And you want to know what happened after that? They settled for losing. You wanted to talk about the Steelers? We'll talk about the Steelers.
I mean, it is our best short, so...
Stop making fun of my team or I'll make fun of yours. You understand me? Okay? You don't have much better of a team.
Do I?
What's your team?
In the NFL, it's the Kansas City Chiefs, so shut up.
Why'd you cheer for their loss to the Steelers then? I think you're full of crap. I think you're a bandwagoner.
I think. Well, no. So I was actually a Chiefs fan before they got Mahomes. So who's the bandwagoner?
Dang, you were dedicated. My bad.
Okay, in my defense, though, like if we're talking about football and we can only choose college or professional, I am an Iowa Hawkeye fan and an Iowa Cyclones fan all the way. The only issue is that we're depressing every year. Like we have one amazing game. We're like, oh, we might do something this year, and then we lose to the school of the blind and in the deaf, and it's like, okay,
Blind in the deaf. That's crazy. No, all that I'm trying to say is it's 2025. I think we're in the playoff. We're in the playoffs this year. I'm pretty sure.
you're in the playoffs. You played Baltimore first.
Well, we're not in the playoffs for long, but we're in the playoffs this year, right? And that's the thing about the Steelers, man. We're in the playoffs so much, but we never win.
Yeah.
We never freaking win. I envy you, True. You're a KC fan. You guys have the freaking refs in your pockets, bro.
Oh,
you guys have the refs. Yes, you've got 2 extra freaking players on the field. It's called the Pinstripe Gang, right? That determine the course of every NFL game. You've got the Pinstripe Gang on the field, Drew. Since 2 years ago, you've had them in your team. This is what happened. Kansas City, as an actual city, started exploding in popularity, and the NFL said, screw it, give them the refs this year. And that's what happened. That's what happened. It happened in 2020 when everybody moved from freaking California and all these blue states. They moved to red states. You want to know where they moved? KC. And that's why you got the refs in your pockets. Why can't you people move to Pittsburgh? I'd like the refs.
You want to know what one of the most penalized teams is this year?
Yeah, it's because you guys are doing stupid crap this year, Drew. It's because you guys are doing stupid. This is what happened this year. Travis Kelce dunks the football through the freaking goalpost. Okay? I'm dead serious. And here's the thing. KC might have the most fines, but they have the most people paying for those fines. Somebody paid that fine for Travis Kelce.
He's also dating Taylor Swift, so it's not like he's lacking for money.
Freaking tired of Taylor Swift, dude. Can't football just be about hitting people again?
Okay, side topic. Do you think they'll actually three-peat?
I actually do. I think they have a really good chance this year. Even with McCaffrey out, I think it makes the 49ers a much easier team.
49ers are not even in the playoffs.
They didn't make it? Oh,
no.
My roommate is so pissed, bro. My roommate's going to be so pissed when I bring that up later. I'm going to bring it up and record it. I'll send it to you.
We're doing an impromptu football talk right now. Okay, we didn't have this plan, but we're doing it.
All right, who's in the playoffs this year? I'm going to Google it.
Yeah, actually, let me Google it and let me tell you.
No, I'm already there. What are you talking about? I've already Googled it.
Okay, fair.
Do you remember the guy who used to post what this NFL team says about you? And it got to the Steelers and I watched it. And it was like, you're a sycophant for pain. You want to end your life, but you don't have the guts to.
Okay, let's start with the NFC. Okay. So Lions at first seed. They got that from beating the Vikings,
dude.
Who both teams were like, I think 14-2.
Can I tell you how the Lions got that? The Lions got that because of Bates. He gets all of their field goals. He gets them up. I'm not joking, dude. I have him on my fantasy. Best freaking pick of the draft for me, bro.
Dude,
best pick of the draft.
Side topic, I remember I was playing fantasy with some guy from college. We were at a wedding, and it's our group from college. And one guy's like, bro, Bill Belichick just scored me some points. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, in fantasy? I'm like, you don't have Bill Belichick in fantasy? What is he doing? Like, running on defense? He's like, no, in this league, I have Bill Belichick. He legitimately had Bill Belichick in his league.
Like, you could pick a coach?
Yeah.
Is that? Oh my gosh, that's a crazy league. All right, so NFC, this is out of date. This is not.
Okay.
They have Minnesota Vikings on this board. Did that change recently?
No, Vikings are in it.
Vikings are in it, but they have them at number 1 seed, not the Lions.
Okay, so currently...
Oh, this is the updated one. Okay.
There you go. Lions are first.
Yeah,
Eagles are second. Bucks are third. Rams are fourth. Vikings are fifth. Commanders are sixth. And Packers are seventh. And by the way, am like praying to God in heaven that the Eagles lose.
I know why you're praying for that,
No,
but do you know how many people piss me off that are on the Packers list? Like, that are Packers fans? I want the Packers to lose, bro.
But
and then the Eagles to lose next round.
So you think you know why? It's actually, well, it kind of is, but it kind of isn't actually. The other
Yes,
reason is because we have a mutual friend who's an Eagles fan.
No, I know. That's why I said, yeah, I know why you want them to lose. But think about it, bro. Do you really want to hear from the freaking friends that you and I both have that like the Packers to hear that crap for the next freaking year about how, oh, they were robbed. They were freaking robbed in the second round of playoffs. And,
yeah, you're right about that
if
one.
we just got past the no, take them out on the first round. Cut them off at the legs.
Yeah, honestly, I
no Packers fans win this year.
I'm switching
they
my
lose.
I'm switching my pick. I'd rather choose you.
You gotta switch your pick, bro. You got, and then listen, I can deal with our mutual friend making us both upset for, for the Eagles losing in the second round. Oh yeah, that too. But for the Eagles losing in the second round, I mean, I can deal with him. Can you? You actually live by him, so I don't know.
No, I will say, like, if the Eagles, as long as they don't get into the Super Bowl, I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So we going Packers to win, to lose that game then?
I guess we're doing an NFL bracket right now. Yeah, Packers.
We are right now. All right, I'm Packers to lose, honestly.
Okay, fair.
Who do you have winning? LA versus Vikings.
Oh, that's a hard game, bro.
I mean, I don't think it's the Chargers though. Like, as much as I clown on the Vikings,
no, so
I think they pull it out.
That's not the Chargers. That's the Rams. They're two different teams.
God, it is two different teams. I'm retarded, bro.
So,
well, Rams have been in good form this year,
and they've won before.
They've been here before.
Yes,
that's the thing that I think about. What teams have been here before that are solid?
Vikings have never been there before. Now they're a good team, but
yeah, they have. They've been here before.
Not with this group of players.
In 2016, yeah, it's been a while. It has been a while.
And so, I mean,
Rams were here 2 years ago, last year.
So here's where this gets really weird. Okay, if the Vikings won their last game, they would have been first place. They are the highest ranked fifth seed ever. They're 14-3 as a fifth seed.
Makes me wonder how good the fourth seed is.
So that's the question. Like, how good are they? We don't. The fourth seed's 10-7.
I don't know. I think I'd take the unpopular. I think I go Vikings here. I don't think that's unpopular. I don't think it's unpopular. I think it's a solid pick. Even though they haven't been here before, I think the Rams choke.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I don't think that the Vikings can get to the final round, but I think
they get taken out after this. But I think it is Vikings here.
Okay.
Washington Bucks, man.
So, I think the Bucks will win. It's Bake Show. Baker Mayfield baking a cake,
I know, but do you really think they're going to win?
I mean, the Commanders have never been here. The Bucks have. I'd probably put that.
The Bucks were here with Brady.
And Baker last year.
Were they?
Yeah, they were. Oh, man.
I don't know. I stopped watching after the Steelers didn't make it. I'm not going to lie.
I forgot. Your football history is not as up to date as mine. This is fun.
No, because I stopped watching after the Steelers dropped.
So, yeah, they made it last year. They actually they almost beat the Lions last year by like a point.
I did watch that game at Applebee's, yeah.
At Applebee's?
Yeah.
It's a good place to watch games.
I mean, yeah, we have Buffalo Wild Wings too, but I didn't want chicken wings. I didn't want chicken wings.
So I'd probably choose the Bucks.
Who do you think's in the final game though?
Like in
let's skip the next round. Let's go straight to final game. Who do you think makes the next round in the NFC?
Originally I was like hoping the Eagles would lose, but at this point I'm looking at the bracket. I'm like, I think it's going to be Eagles-Lions.
I think it's Eagles-Lions in the championship for NFC.
Yeah.
But I think Lions pull out. I think Lions pull it out.
I hope.
I look at it and I look at the previous games where it's been Lions and Eagles, and I think it's the kicker. It honestly is the kicker in the drive game that for me that makes me think the Lions win it.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. And also like, I feel like I trust the Lions coaching more.
Yeah, they've been there before.
Yeah, and I mean the Eagles have, but not with the same. I mean, there's a lot of changes with like coordinators.
No, don't even give this team any credit. Don't like the Eagles. Don't think they're making it. Don't think they're winning.
They suck. They're terrible. How dare they?
Ditto.
Bro, we're probably gonna get like killed in comments for that.
I don't give a crap, bro. The Eagles have choked so much. They won once in like 16 or 17. And people think they're going to do it again. They're not. If they were, they would have done it the year after they won. They would have repeated.
And you know who they lost to recently? The Chiefs.
Hey.
All right.
Do we even have to do the AFC? Because I think the AFC is pretty cut and dry. Steelers lose on first round. Texans lose on first round. Broncos lose on first round. It's a Bills, Baltimore, and then ultimately
This is the question. Do you think that the Ravens or the Bills make it to the end?
I honestly think, well,
it's a hard question.
I obviously think KC is going to go to the end.
Yeah.
I have been following the Bills because I have a lot of their players in my fantasy. And the Bills have done really well. Of course, James Cook has not for me.
Fair.
I hate fantasy, bro. But as a whole, the team has done fairly well.
It's a hard one, man.
Such a good team, dude.
So
I'm gonna pick Bills on this one.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna talk about the Steelers anymore, bro, because they suck. They're losing first round. It happens for how many years in a row now? I just
it always
read
goes
it
back
off.
to the Steelers. Can I throw a fun stat at you?
Sure.
Lamar Jackson's playoff record is the same as his record versus the Steelers, 2-4. 2 wins, 4 losses. I mean, I don't think the Steelers are going to win. I really don't. But it's possible. They'll lose the next round, but
just
it's possible.
For them to get thrashed by the Bills. What?
I mean, it's possible.
I can tell you this right now: Broncos ain't winning crap.
Yo, for real.
The Broncos are not making it, dude. I think it's a Baltimore and Bills game, and if I have to pick, I think I'm picking the Bills.
Actually,
for their defense, for their run game, and their QB is actually really solid this year, I think.
So I just forgot something. Okay. Hypothetically, the way that the NFL playoff works, it is not a straight bracket. It is that the 1 seed will play the lowest remaining seed regardless of who that is. So theoretically, if the Steelers win, their next game is not the Bills. It's the Chiefs.
It's the Chiefs.
Anyways, okay. We're at the championship round. Lions,
dude.
Chiefs.
Why are we talking about this? They've got 2 extra players on the field. It's KC's game to win. It's their game to win, and it's their game to lose. I mean, I don't know why this is even a conversation. We know KC's making it. They're a really solid team. They're probably the most solid team out there. They've got refs in their pockets. They paid them really well this season, so you know they're going to win with no overtime in the Super Bowl. They're going to win by a field goal. That's my prediction.
Okay, let me ask you one question.
What?
Let's hypothetically say the Chiefs lose. We don't know where.
To the Steelers?
Somewhere on the bracket. Somewhere on the bracket.
All right.
What do you think is the team that would beat them and why?
I think it's Baltimore because they're super aggressive, and I think it'll ultimately be an injury that happens on KC if they lose in this playoffs.
Okay.
I think it'll be because they catch an injury from one of their key role players.
That's a good guess. Now,
Kelsey, even maybe the quarterback,
Mahomes.
even though the refs, I mean, he's got 2 extra defenders. Ref 1, ref 2, so.
Okay, one more question for you. What about the Lions? If they lose to anyone besides the Super Bowl?
Oh, I think the Lions could definitely still lose.
Okay, who?
Yeah.
Anyone?
I think the Eagles have really good defense. I've had them in every single game for the last 4 weeks, and they've not let me down. They've got really good defense. They've got really good they got defense going for them. I don't know what else to say. They got run game. They can pass the ball. They don't really. Their biggest advantage is definitely their QB. Their QB has been consistent, but also has been injured, and I don't know if he'll be back for playoffs. So, Hurts, Jalen
Hurts.
He's hurt.
He's hurt.
He's hurt. So,
what a great name. I mean, let's be honest. It's so punny.
Didn't he kind of like set himself up for it though? Like, let's see.
I mean, you're a running quarterback. I can't
know,
believe,
but he gets me so many points.
Well, let's just talk for a second. I can't believe we just went from a sex scandal to Brett Cooper to football.
You started this.
You finished it.
Excuse me.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see Hurts coming back. He remains in concussion protocol. They're about to face the Packers.
But here's the crazy part. The Packers, their quarterback, I think, is injured, as well as one of their best wide receivers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
who's injured for the Packers right now?
Theoretically, they could win without, I don't know if they'll play. I'm not sure, but.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's for sure. I didn't realize that they had an injury on. I didn't realize they had 2 injuries. I think ultimately the only reason why KC doesn't make it is an injury on their team. I think it's KC for sure in the Super Bowl. As much as I hate to say it.
No, honestly, I'd probably agree with that overall.
Of course you would, Drew. It's your team. It's your freaking team, brother.
All right. Is that everything for today?
I really wanted to do some of these other stories, but we can save them for next week because we
talked about fire. We can do a quick fire.
Can you just quickly tell me about South Korea? Because you have the news on that one, and I just know that this is the most botched insurrection we've ever seen in our lives.
Okay.
So I want to hear about it. I just see it on the rundown we did, and I asked for no details because I want to be shocked by incompetence today.
Okay.
Woo me with incompetence, please.
I will try to. There's a lot of details. I'll try to say them all. So let's just start with this, okay? South Korea, stable nation for the most part, has a party that's with the president.
Mm-hmm.
I know, shocker.
They have parties.
They have parties.
I wish I was invited.
Presidents. Wow.
They have presents and parties. Oh my gosh, that sounds so awesome.
Presents with their presidents.
Presents with their presidents. That's crazy.
So the lead party that the president's party is not the party that's in charge of the Congress or their version of the Congress right now. They're a minority party,
right?
And the guy was in power for a bit. He originally was voted in as approval, and it seemed like things were going well. And his approval rating has gone down a little bit. And then one night, randomly, he just goes on and he says, I declare martial law. And so he declares martial law.
Oh, and democracy, how you have fallen.
And it came out of nowhere. No one expected it. But here's the slight problem, okay? In South Korea, you don't just declare martial law, okay? There is an ability where if anyone declares martial law, the Congress there, if they have a 2/3 majority, can just veto. And they had a 4/5 majority. They had way more people. So literally he declares martial law. 6 hours later, the Congress is like, no. And they just veto it. And now, and then the guy later on just resigns.
I hope this isn't how Trump declares martial law.
This isn't January 6th. But so here's where this gets funny. So I actually heard about this in real time. I was like, why was there's there's not martial law. Someone just tried to overthrow the government and failed badly. I thought it ended there. Oh no.
It never does. Oh my God, it never does, and I wish it did.
So I was absolutely convinced that this failed coup was some last minute ditch effort, or like something that you're like, let's just, feeling cute might overthrow the government.
Feeling cute might overthrow the government is crazy.
Bro, I thought that's what it was. No, apparently they were planning this for months. They were like, they had details. They had other guys involved. One of the generals that they tried to get involved, he was sent the order to overthrow the government with him and to like take the guys out of Congress so they couldn't vote. The general thought that the president was joking.
It was literally like feeling cute.
Feeling cute.
Gonna ignore my president. I'm glad he ignored it because that's crazy. What was the coup for? Why was martial law declared? What was the reason given? Any?
Not really.
Just because he could. He felt cute, so he wanted martial law.
I guess like there were some scandals around his family, and the Congress wanted to investigate the family, and he said no. And then
like money. Oh yeah. It was like money laundering.
Yep.
Never launder money from Koreans. They know math.
And then, bro, so they do all this. This is like for like basically a day they have martial law. It's the weirdest martial law. Everyone's like, I guess we're in civil war. I guess we're not in civil war now. And then after all that, it failed horribly. His approval rating goes down to like 19%. So everyone hates him. And then he gets voted out of office. So his goal to not get voted out of office and to stay in office just got him voted out of office.
That's retarded. You can't make up stupid. And
just mic drop. You can't make up stupid.
And the video. That's it. That's how we end. You can't make it up, bro. You can't.
I legitimately, I've done some study of history. I legitimately thought it was just some random thing that they planned. When I found out that this was planned for months on end and it was just executed so poorly that it looks like they just tried to do it last minute, that said it all.
You know Admiral Yi? He's a Korean admiral.
No.
From the, I don't remember what century. But the Korean government was so dysfunctional that when Japan literally invaded them to ultimately invade China, they called on this man because he was the only competent Korean general that they had, and he was a Navy commander. I'll send you the video series that I watched. It was pretty interesting. Extra credit history. I love that stuff.
Extra credits.
Bro. Extra credits, man. I feel like I'm a historian now. I am also well studied in history. And I can tell you this. Incompetence on this level takes a real special kind of stupid. It's like thinking that you had an event scheduled, but then not putting it on the calendar, right, Drew? Like that level of stupidity, that that level of stupidity is what is required for something like this. And well, they're there. So they're there. Wow.
And with that,
incredible,
is the end of week 5 of the newsroom.
God shoot me and end us all.
Oh man, what an amazing week of news. How do you feel, Spencer?
I want the pain to stop. Korea's retarded. Fox News is going full freaking nuclear. This lawsuit's going to finish everything, right? Brett Cooper's gone. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself.
The Steelers are the Steelers.
You don't have to bring that up anymore. You really want another rant? No, I don't want to. My throat hurts. But the Steelers are the Steelers, and KC's KC, and they should really be getting some more fines for having 2 extra players on the field, 3 on some games, but minimum of 2, I think. And ultimately, we'll talk about some of these other stories in the next week.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, hey, thank you so much for those of you that watch it. For those of you that check out our clips on YouTube and Instagram, it means a lot to us. If you could just do us a favor, subscribe, like our video, send it to your friends, as well as you can donate to us on Patreon. Links in the description. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys. Have a great night.